January exam round the corner. You must have already started writing your mock exams. If not, you're doing a big mistake. I want you all to please take up mock examinations. I've got some messages from the people who gave their mock exam. This is December 2025 series for January 2026 examination, MTP series 1. And even I went through the question paper. I've heard one question to be little annoying to all of you out there who sent me a message on the Telegram. And I found one question quite interesting and quite new in the mock test paper. So in this video, I'll be solving these two questions from your mock paper December 2025. If in case you need any other question from this mock paper which annoyed you the most or which you find ICAI has done wrong or which you are not able to understand, please do let me know in the comments and I'll be solving that question in the upcoming video. Let's begin with the bank reconciliation statement question 2A, which by the way, when students sent a message, they all are believing that this question is incorrect. Let's begin solving this question 2A on bank reconciliation statement. Have a look. Prepare the bank reconciliation statement of Messrs. Jagannath Associates on 30th September 2025. The date plays a slightly important role. I want you all to not forget the date and remember the date. From the following particulars, they've given the information of bank passbook. So remember, the data available to us is bank passbook. Whatever changes you make, you will be doing it in the passbook and not in the cash book. Passbook has debit balance of rupees 25,000 on 30th June 2025. So I would write here bank balance as per passbook minus 25,000. I will not try to write it as overdraft balance. I'll write bank balance as per passbook and keep the amount as negative. Going further, checks worth rupees 400 were directly deposited into bank by customer, but no entry is made in the cash book. So when my customer directly deposited a check of 400 into my bank account, my cash book has not changed because I didn't make the entry in my cash book, but my banker has increased my passbook balance. So when the customer deposited a check in the bank, passbook balance has increased, cash book has not because we have not made any entry. The changes are being made in passbook. So the passbook balance has to be decreased to match. So I'm going to write it as a less item. This is direct deposit not recorded in cash book minus 400. Let's go to the next one. Out of the checks issued 34,000, checks worth 20,000 only were presented till 30th June. So I have issued checks to my customers or to my suppliers, sorry. I have issued checks to my suppliers to the extent of 34,000, of which my suppliers have deposited only 20,000. So when I gave checks of 34,000, my passbook balance has to decrease by 34. But only 20,000 worth of checks have been submitted by my suppliers to the bank. So the cash book has gone down by 34 when I issued the checks. Passbook has gone down only by 20. The passbook has gone down by 34. Cash book has gone down, sorry, cash book has gone down by 34. Passbook has gone down only by 20. There's a difference of 14,000. This difference, the passbook has not decreased. I have to make changes in passbook. I have to deduct such 14,000. I will write less checks issued but not deposited by my suppliers 14,000. Let's now go to the next item. What is the next transaction? A check. Where is the cursor? Yeah, a check for rupees 4,000 received and entered in the cash book, but it was not sent to bank. I received a check of 4,000. I made the entry in my cash book. So my balance as per cash book increased. But this check I never deposited it to the banker. Maybe I kept it in the puja room for puja, but I never sent it to bank. Because of this, my cash book balance has increased and my passbook balance has not. We're making changes in passbook. I would have to add this 4,000. So let me add. I'll write add check received but not deposited 4,000 rupees. What do I have after this 4,000? The next item that I have is checks worth rupees 20,000 had been sent to bank for collection, but the collection was reported by the bank as under. So I've sent 20,000 worth of check. The moment I send 20,000 worth of checks for collection, my cash book has increased by 20. Now I want you all to come back to the date on which this problem is prepared. It is 30th of September. That's the date on which this BRS is being prepared. Come to this question here. They've told checks collected before 30th June, checks collected on 10th July, checks collected on 12th July, meaning all the checks 14, 4 plus 2 is collected before 30th September. Oh my God, what are they trying to tell? This question, they were intending to change the date of 30th June to 30th September. And they were intending to tell 10th July to be 10th October, and they would have meant 12th July as 12th October. If in case we go by what is given in the question, all the checks 14 plus 4 plus 2, 18 plus 2, 20, 20,000 is sent for collection, cash book has increased. All of them have been cleared before 30th September, passbook has also increased. You don't have to do any changes. This item does not need any reconciliation, no add, no less. But the dates what they've given is not what they meant. They gave 30th June, they mean 30th September. They gave 10th July, they meant 10th October. They gave 12th July, they meant 12th October. So if I go by what ICAI is trying to tell by these dates, 14,000 worth of check is cleared. I deposited 20, 14 is cleared, 14 is matching. Balance 6,000, it is cleared after 30th September. Check is been received and deposited with the bank. Cash book has increased, passbook has not. So I'm making changes in passbook. I'll add 6. 4 plus 2, 6 will be added. This 6,000 should be added only if this is 10th October and 12th October, which is actually not. So lot of you who are sending the DM, you are right. In this case, this question paper has an error. Now don't tell ICA has done mistake. No, it's a simple typing error. Don't make it such a big fuss. You have solved questions like this in the past. You know it. It should have been 10th October and 12th October. Incorrectly, it is 10th July and 12th July. Let's not leave this question adhura in between. Let me finish this. Next, I've made the assumption and then I've covered the adjustment. In fact, you can not do plus, not do minus. If a similar question comes in the exam, don't do plus, don't do minus. Below BRS, write one statement saying that the check is issued and cleared, sorry, deposited and cleared before 30th September, needs no adjustment. Then the bank made direct payment of 1,600 which has not been recorded in the cash book. So 1,600 rupees worth of payment has been made by the banker. Passbook has gone down. It's not entered in cash book. They're making changes in passbook. I will add 1,600. I'll write here add direct payment 1,600. Then interest on bank overdraft charged by the banker 1,600 not recorded in cash book. When the banker charged interest of 1,600, passbook balance has decreased. Cash book balance has not decreased. Where are we making changes? We're making changes in passbook. I would have to increase the passbook balance by adding 1,600. Add interest on interest charges recorded in passbook only 1,600. Then we have with us bank charges worth rupees 80 have been entered twice in cash book. Double entry does not mean entering the same transaction twice. Should record two aspects of it. Bank charges of 80 is recorded in passbook, recorded in cash book. Both will decrease. But in cash book you entered it twice, it's gone down by 160. It should have gone down by 80, it's gone down by 160. Cash book has gone further down by 80. We're making changes in passbook. Reduce passbook balance by 80. I would write here less bank charges 80. That brings us to the last adjustment. Credit side of bank column of cash book. Credit side meaning payment. It is undercast, meaning I have made a payment of 2,000 but I have not recorded. So when I make payment, my cash book balance will decrease, passbook balance will decrease. But when it is undercast in my cash book, when I made the payment, I did not record. So cash book balance has not moved. But anyways, the passbook balance has moved. Under recording of payment side or undercasting the payment side or the credit side will increase the cash book balance. The cash book balance, there is a payment made but not recorded, cash book has not decreased. Because the payment is made, passbook has decreased. We're making changes in passbook. So I will add 2,000 rupees. When I add this 2,000, that will bring my balance as per cash book to be to do the abacus. We'll end up with minus 24 to 80. This will remain as bank balance as per cash book. If you write minus here, write bank balance. If you want to write this as plus 24 to 80, please write it as overdraft balance as per cash book. So I've taken this 6,000, 6,000, yeah, adjustment 5, 6,000 after correcting the date. If in case you don't make such correction, the answer in the study material, sorry, answer in the suggested answers given by the institute is incorrect. For that question, it's incorrect. If I have to just tell you what is the correct answer, it will be minus 30 to 80. I hope I've answered your query. This is what you asked. I found something interesting. It's not difficult. It's not out of syllabus, but it is slightly new and unique. A question on joint life policy based on journal entries is being asked. Very lightly taken topic and most ignored topic. I would want you to pay full attention and then focus on this JLP based question also. And after this, if in case when you solve the rest of the paper, if you find anything annoying or interesting or unique, you can always come back to me. Have a look at this question 3B from the same book, which is on the topic of joint life policy. Focus on 3B. 3B. Yeah, this is the one. Akbar, Birbal, and Chetan. These are the three partners in a firm and they're sharing profits and losses in the ratio 5 is to 3 is to 2. They took a joint life policy for rupees 1,50,000. That is sum assured. That is the money that they'll receive if Akbar, Birbal, or Chetan die, not when they retire. If they retire, they get surrender value. If they die, they get full value. So what if they kill each other? They get death sentence or they get jail. Don't ask me about the criminal law. I'm an accounts teacher. Premium was 9,000 rupees is to be paid annually on 10th of June. Every year they pay 9,000 and if somebody dies, they get 1,50,000. If they retire or if they surrender the policy, they will get values. What values? In 2021, that is the first year of JLP, you get 0. Second year, you get 2,700. Third year, you get 6,000. Fourth year, if you surrender, you get 10,800. What happened in the year 2025, 15th of April, policy was surrendered because Akbar retired. The policy was surrendered because they have not mentioned any other value. They will receive 10,800 rupees when the policy is surrendered. And have they paid premium in 2025? No. Premium is paid every year on 10th June. So we pay premium 10th June on 2021, then 22, 23, 24. In 25, before I pay, I surrender, I receive 10,800. You are required to prepare JLP account, ledger, for not 1 year, 2021 to 25, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Remember, they have not told 21-22. So they have told 21 completely. So it is calendar year. Year starts in January, year ends in December. And 2025 year ends in December, but will prepare ledger only till 15th April. Assuming policy account is maintained at surrender value. If in case you done this theory, what they're trying to tell is JLP account is maintained as an asset. The premium that they pay is not transferred to P&L account debit side, but it is written in the balance sheet asset side. And surrender value will be shown as the closing. Any difference between the premium amount and surrender value will be transferred to profit and loss account. Let me begin. In the year 2021, when I pay JLP premium, JLP is treated as an asset. Journal entry will be JLP account debit to bank account. It's like purchase of an asset. I'm doing it on 10th of June and the amount that I'll write will be 9,000. On 31st of March 2021 or sorry 31st of December 2021, I would show this JLP ledger at surrender value. If I surrender the policy on 31st December, how much money will I get? They've told surrender value is nil. So I would write 31st December, my surrender value 0. So the asset of 9,000 is to be shown at 0 rupees, meaning entire value is to be transferred to P&L. So full 9,000 will be transferred to profit and loss account. That's what I want all of you to note. I have a small examination tip here for all of you. When you prepare the date column, you can write year at the top 21, 22 or 2021 and just write date and month. And if all the transactions are in the same month, write month and year at the top, you can write only the date. That will save repetition time, ink and energy, as well as you can make the answer look much clean. Done. In the next year, on 1st of January 2022, when I bring down the balance, it will be actually 0. And in 2022 also, again on the same date, 10th of June, I will pay premium. When I pay premium of 9,000, at the end the balance carried on might look like it is 9,000, but I cannot record the asset at the value at which I have paid. It's an insurance policy. Should record it at the surrender value. Surrender value for year 2 is being made available to us, which is 2,700. In 2022, I will restate this at 2,700. 9,000 is the total on the debit, 9,000 will write the total on the credit. After deducting 2,700, 6,300 is to be transferred to P&L. That is balancing figure. So I paid 9,000 to get the policy, out of which if I surrender I get only 2,700. So 6,300 what I paid, which I will not get back, will be transferred to P&L account as expense. And in year 2023, I will record balance brought down on 1st of January as 2,700. And again in 2023 on 10th of June, I will pay insurance premium of 9,000. On the closing date, it will be valued not at 9,000 plus 2,700, 11,700. They have given the surrender value of 6,000. It will be recorded at 6,000. I'll write here 6. When I write 11,700 and deduct 6,000 from the same, the value that I would get, which should be transferred to P&L account, is 5,700. This is like depreciation, but not exactly depreciation, because JLP is not an asset which is to be depreciated. All that I would have to do is, out of 2,700 brought down surrender value plus 9,000 that I paid, bringing it to 11,700. 6,000 is the money that I'll get if I surrender the policy at the end of 23. So balance of 5,700 what I'll not recover from insurance company has to be transferred to P&L. Now taking you all to year 2024, I will write balance brought down to be 6,000. And even in 2024 on 10th of June, I will pay 9,000 rupees, making my total balance to be 15. In this 15, a part of it has to be transferred to P&L to bring the value to surrender value. What is the surrender value in 2024? 10,800. I would write 10,800 here. From 15, I deduct 10,800 to transfer 4,200 to my P&L account as expense. Finally, in the year 2025, I'll say the balance brought down to be 10,800. Before I can pay the premium on 10th of June, on 15th of April 2025, I surrendered the policy and I'll receive 10,800 from the insurance company. Journal entry will be cash account debit to JLP, that is as good as sale of asset entry. That closes the ledger. This is not been asked, but I'm giving you an additional point here to note. This 10,800 what is received is the value of the asset in the balance sheet which is sold. So after this surrender in the balance sheet, JLP would not appear anywhere in the balance sheet. It's gone. And this cash of 10,800 received can be used to settle the retiring partner Akbar towards his capital reserves, salary till the date of retirement, interest on capital, revaluation, profit or loss, goodwill, whatnot. This is it in this video. If in case you have any question that bothers you from the mock paper or any other topic in your CA Foundation accounting, please do let me know in the comments. I'll definitely come back with another video on the same. So hoping to see you all in CA Intermediate and hoping that you people will do really well in your upcoming CA Foundation examinations. Stay in the game.